Hello my beautiful butterflies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Beverly and it is lovely to see you today. In this video we're talking about 5 spiritual practices that you can bring onto your everyday life to help your spiritual growth. So grab a cup of tea and let's get to it. So when I think of spiritual practice, I think of routine and ritual. Things that I can do every day in the normal, everyday run of things that aren't going to take a lot of time, but that bring the magic into my life, that help me grow and get closer to the Creator, closer to who I want to be in life. And these are just some of the things that I am going to be bringing into my daily practice. I was reading an article by Luna and Sol, an incredible couple who do YouTube videos and they write a blog. I'll leave a link to that article down below, go and check them out. But it was a really interesting blog post about integrating what you've learned into your everyday practice, because at the end of the day, if you're not bringing those things that you're reading and watching and learning from other witches, other spiritual people, if you're not bringing that into your daily practice, what's the point, you know? There's no point to it. So I bought these 5 practices that I'm going to definitely be bringing into my practice every single day, and I hope that you will join me. So let's get to it. So the first one is meditation. I used to meditate every single day, and then I moved in with my mom and that habit kind of got away from me, because having to care for another person as well as being disabled yourself, it's very difficult to find time, and I was kind of running around trying to get everything done. Now that my mom is feeling a bit stronger, I am definitely bringing meditation back into my daily practice. I started on the 1st, and I am starting with between 5 and 15 minute practices, but 5 minutes is more than enough. There are hundreds and hundreds of meditations for free right here on YouTube. There are meditations on my favorite app that I use every day called Insight Timer, and if you follow me on Instagram, I share what meditation I've chosen to do that day in my stories, so you can always have a look and see what I've been doing. But I think meditation is one of the basic things. It helps set you up for the day. It helps set you up for mindfulness throughout the day, for controlling your thoughts. It sets you up for having dealt with your thoughts, dealt with your feelings. You can, ground into the earth. You can ground into where you are. It really clicks you into that mindset that you need to be into to keep growing and become that person that you've always wanted to be. And that's something that I definitely am all about this year. I'm all about stepping into my power, stepping into who I want to be, bringing that here to the channel, helping you to do the same. It's so important to me, and I really hope that you will find the time, whether it's 1 minute, 5 minutes, whatever you can grab. There are hundreds of different types of meditations. I can definitely do a video about the different types of meditations if you want more information about that. But for me, it's all about finding what clicks you into place, and for me it's guided meditations. I've tried the ones where you just sit and there's a bit of music playing. I'm not into that. I do like the singing meditations. I do like to have a little bit of a chant and a dance and get into my groove. I do enjoy those ones, but mainly it's guided meditations for me personally. It's different for everyone. But yeah, check out the Insight Timer. I'll leave a link to that down below as well. But yeah, you can find meditations for free on apps and here on YouTube. If you don't have something to put an app on, YouTube's your place. So definitely check out some meditations, search for guided meditations, meditations about pain, about anxiety, about mental health, story times, yoga nidras. Oh, it's just endless, and it's such an amazing thing to do to set you up for your day. I absolutely love it. Check them out. The next thing is exercise. Now for me personally, it's all about yoga. I love yoga. I do accessible yoga, and then a couple of times a week I throw in a little bit of very light cardio. I have chronic illnesses. I have ME, which doesn't do well if you're doing a lot of exercise. You tend to flare up, so I do a lot of accessible and very light exercise. But exercise can be different for everyone, whether it's joining a tennis club, taking the dog out for a walk. You know, it's endless, and you can find at-home workouts to do here on YouTube. That's how I do my yoga. I just follow people here on YouTube, and I do have an accessible playlist, so check out the description if you're looking for a way to do yoga or a way to exercise without harming yourself. If you're already dealing with chronic illnesses, that's really important to me, to be as healthy as I can be without harming my illnesses and making them worse. It's all about living the best life we can, right? And we all know that we can live very sedentary lifestyles, especially at the moment. So many of us are working from home. So many people are struggling this year, but getting into a good exercise routine, even if it's like a 10-minute yoga routine or just taking the dog for a little walk, it's going to really help your mental health. It's going to really lift you up and get your body moving. You're going to feel better for it. So it doesn't have to be weightlifting. It doesn't have to be Zumba. It can be if you want it to be. A girl I went to school with has had an incredible journey. She has done amazing things, and she's the same age as me. She's in her 40s, and she went from being like a size 14, I think she said. Now she's a size 10, and she's lifting weights and going to the gym, and she absolutely loves it, and it's really helped her mental health a lot. But it doesn't have to be about weight loss. It can just be moving my body because you want to, you know, treat your body like a temple. You know, look after it and treat it as well as you can. And a little bit of movement, a little bit of exercise, even if it's just a little bit of stretching, it's going to make all the difference. The next thing is journaling. I grab my prop. For me this year, I've really decided to hone in on journaling. I've never really been much of a journaler. I have tried in the past to journal, and I've really struggled with it. So this year I got myself this book, and there'll be a link, an affiliate link down below to this book. It's called The 365 Spiritual Journey, and basically each day, so you have a prompt every day and a few lines to write. It's a gorgeous book, very easy to follow, and they're just little prompts like, what has life been trying to tell you over the past few years? And you have to think about it and really get into it, and just writing a few lines every day is more than enough for me. You can get apps for journaling, you can get workbooks. There is so much out there, so get out there, have a look around, see what fits you, what fits your lifestyle, what fits you want to get out of it, and get writing. Get out of your head all of those worries and fears and get it down on paper, and it's incredible. I've enjoyed it so far, and I'm definitely going to be keeping it up. The next thing is divination, or for me it's drawing tarot cards. So if you see here, I draw 3 oracle cards a day. I have this lovely stand. I'll leave a link to it down below. So many links down below. I apologise. But this is a lovely stand that you just rest your oracle cards on, or your tarot cards if you do 3 a day. I love oracle cards. I have done a previous video about that, so check that out. But yeah, just finding time each day to do some divination, whether that's working with runes or oracle cards, tarot cards, whether it could be anything, Ouija boards, praying, whatever it is, just taking some time to really connect with your spirit guides, your angels, with the creator, just taking some time every day to really take stock of where you are and connect with those beings. Incredible. It's made such a difference. I do find recurring themes coming up, and that gives me things that I need to work on or look at, or shadow work that I need to do. If you'd like me to do a video about shadow work, I definitely can. Just let me know down in the comments and I can make that happen. But yeah, just doing a little bit of divination every day. It's just so good. And lastly, you knew it was coming. Last up is mindfulness. Now, after you've done your morning meditation, this will be so much easier because you've already dealt with all those thoughts. You've already calmed the mind down after sleeping. And so then bringing mindfulness into your everyday, it makes such a difference. I notice so much more about my life. I can catch those negative thoughts that start to creep in and get in the way. I notice all those things that are starting to crowd my mind, crowd my brain, and make it difficult for me to concentrate or to take in what's happening in my life. It's so important. Mindfulness is what I stand by. I always will. It's changed my life. My blog is called Blooming Mindfulness, and mindfulness to me is the number one most important change that we can make. And it's not just about meditation. Meditation is like the groundwork. Mindfulness is something you can carry on through the day. You don't have to get lost in what you're thinking. You can just concentrate on exactly what's happening in the now. And that's what it's all about. You know, spiritual growth comes from appreciating what's around you, being grateful for the good times and the bad. It comes from paying attention to your thoughts and really taking in everything that you need to learn and grow from. It's so important. So I definitely hope that you will give it a try, do some research, look into it. I can do more videos about it and how I've brought it into my life. So if you'd like me to do that, or if you'd like me to talk more about any of these points, let me know down below in the comments. I absolutely love hearing from all of you. I always try and bring videos to the channel that people have asked for. So if you have ideas or thoughts or anything you don't understand, just let me know down in the comments, and I'll do my best to make a video that makes it all make a little bit more sense. While you're down there, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave it a cheeky little like, so I know that you liked it and you would like to see more content like this on my channel in future. I love giving you tools and ways that you can simplify this whole spiritual journey that just seems so overwhelming when you're new to it. So I really hope that I can help you in as many ways that I can, and let me know that you enjoy these videos. It definitely helps. And lastly, if you enjoyed this video, if you are interested in disability awareness and mental health and spirituality, all with a little vintage flair, and if you like my face, make sure you head down there and hit the subscribe button. I would love to reach 1,000 subscribers by my birthday in March. I'm in the 900s, which is absolutely incredible to me. So if you are not yet subscribed, head down there, hit that little subscribe button, ring that little bell, so you always know when I upload. I'm usually here Mondays and Fridays, my health permitting. I always do my very best to be here with you every week, twice a week. I really hope that you will incorporate these 5 little tips into your daily life. Let me know how you get on. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter and all the places. All the links are down below. I really hope that you are doing well, that lockdown isn't too scary for you. If ever you need to talk, you can find me on social media. Drop me a message. I hope you all have a really wonderful day today, and I'll see you next time. Bye!